release through all of the movements and sequencing that we're going to do today together. If you're someone that has lower back tension or tightness, then this practice is definitely for you, okay? So hop on your mat, make sure you got a blanket, some blocks, and some extra cushions, okay? We're gonna start lying down on our back bodies, okay? It's nice to see you again. Really beautiful out where I am today, so gonna get the practice on the run here so we can get outside and garden and enjoy the day. Lie down on your back body and just rest for a moment. We're gonna do a little bit of warm up here. Then we're gonna go into some flow, some Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. And then we're gonna bring it like back down to back therapy, okay? So you can get a real good release and a real good practice. So what I want you to do is just draw the knees in towards the chest. Okay? However you can get there, if you need your hands on either side or underneath, totally fine, right? So whatever works for you. Now when you're here, focus on drawing the navel down. You can start to spread your pelvis into the cushy part of the blanket, okay? This is already gonna start that lower back release. Inhale here. Spread the ribs, and then exhale. Deep down into your belly. Focus to not push the breath out like, I want you to push the breath down into your stomach. Okay, so you heat up the body, you're drawing your attention there. From here, you're just gonna lengthen the legs out, down, okay? Then you're gonna draw your right knee in towards the chest. It may seem boring, but this is highly effective for your back. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Then what I want you to do is take your left hand around the knee at the top of the thigh, or the bottom of the thigh. Lengthen your right arm out. Now your right foot is gonna curl in behind the knee, and you go as far as you can with comfort, okay? I don't want you to push past comfort. All you want to feel is a release on the right side from the quadratus into the lower back where the sacrum is. Okay? Breathe here and get your shoulders to draw down. You're engaging that belly. Inhale and exhale. I want you to just rock up. Inhale and exhale. You do that a couple of times. Really get that exhale in there. And every time you go over, maybe you can get a teensy bit further, but don't push to get there. It has to be a response, okay? Relationship here between your body and your mind and your breath. Inhale up, don't let go, and exhale. Really rinse out the bottom of that exhale. And inhale, come up. Just draw the knee over to the side like a supine tree. Your foot is towards the inner thigh, but it's not actually touching. Just relax for a breath. Exhale. And the knee comes up and down, we switch. Left leg's here. Draw it in towards the left rib cage. Breath in. And breath down into the kumbha, which is tops of the belly. And feel that hip and thigh massage, that release, juice, that release of tension in the muscle joint. Hook that toe in behind the right knee. Take your hand just to the above the knee here. Left arm goes out, breathe in. Exhale the breath down into the belly. And draw over to the side here, but get the shoulder blades to draw down into the mat so that you are getting that twist, that traction from the hip and up through the side of the body, okay? Breathe in. You should feel it. It should feel pretty good, like a sense of, like a release. You shouldn't feel like, oh, you can't breathe, you need to come out, okay? If you can breathe fully, good news. Breathe in. Breathe down to the belly. Inhale, rock it up. Don't let go. And exhale, rock it back over. Nice and slow. You go at the pace that works for yourself, okay? Yeah. Bring it up, inhale. Don't let go. Exhale. Smile and don't have any creases in the face. Okay, face nice and smooth. One more time, breathe in, up. And exhale. Really rinse out that exhale, okay? Squeeze the belly. Pause. Exhale. Try not to be tense. Bring it up, inhale, and the knee just goes over to the side for a breath. Okay. Thumbs up. Now because you've been on your back for a little while, just draw the knees over to the right side and curl up into seat. And come right into seated posture. Bring your hips back. Move the flesh, the muscle, all of the buttocks out of the way. Okay? From here, widen the legs as wide as you can. We're not going for splits here. We're not going for a crazy straddle. Just a nice stance that works for you. Now, if you need a block or a pillow here for height, then you're gonna put something there for yourself so that you don't start to round through the spine, because this is ill, right? So if you need something, okay, then you come in and you can just start to stack your little area. Bring it right into your belly, lift the belly up, suck it in, and then let the belly go on top of the pillow like that. And then you just come forward, draw the feet up. Forward, your hands here, relax your forehead, breathe in, and then exhale deep into the belly. Spreading up the pelvis, breathe in, and exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale, or breathe in, and exhale. Slowly come up. Bring the feet together. Place the pillows on top of the thighs if you need it. Suck in. Put the pillows right against you and let the belly massage over. Now you're going to come to a forward fold as best you can. Remember, not rounding the upper back. We are lengthening, okay? I'm just getting that lower back release. Go as far as you can go with comfort. So you're breathing in and draw your attention right across the pelvis. In. And breathe down into the belly. Then it's okay if your knees are bent as well. Down to the lower belly. Shoulders back. Breathe in. Up. And release your pillows if you needed those cushions. Sit back into your hands, okay? Like a little kickstand post for your arms. I want you to flex your feet and draw your knees separated over to the right side, okay? You're gonna do this a couple times. You're gonna press the hips forward, shoulder blades toward each other, and flip. Keep flex, okay? Over, press the hips forward. Your hands squeeze legs and release over. More time over. And release here. So what I want you to do now is before we come up into doing some sun salutations to move the blood around a bit more and loosen up, lie back down and bring your legs into a Baddha Konasana, so like that butterfly posture where the soles of the feet are together, okay? Knees are out to the side, and I'm gonna give you traction here, okay? So what you wanna do is, I'm gonna get your hands, you're gonna cup your hands like this, where the thumb and the finger indentation is. You're gonna cup the top of the hip, okay? The top of the thigh crease. You're gonna shrug your shoulders up. You're gonna press your hands and wedge your hands and arms in from the shoulder to the hip, and then you're gonna press the hips away from you, okay? You're gonna feel traction, like someone's pulling your hips away from the ribs. You can do this for yourself. I don't know if you can really tell how much I'm pushing. I'm not like overly pushing, but I have enough feeling. Your belly almost feels really empty here as you push the hips away from you. Called traction, and it is your best friend. Even. More just like this. Keep pressing down. Get that release. Go out. Deep into my pelvis. You can move around, like alternate. Breathe in, last one. And exhale. Ooh, sweetness right there. Oh, that feels great. Draw the knees in. Okay, again, you're gonna roll over to that right side just to release from being on the back. And then come up onto all fours here. Once we get onto all fours, okay, take the knees, bring them a little bit like hip distance apart, okay? And then you're gonna walk out, stretch out the torso, and keep your hips risen, okay? Keep your hips stacked above the knees. And you're gonna make like a slope with your upper back, okay? And your backs here, like your little cricks and cracks, so. Couple breaths here, breathe in. Down into the belly. Breathe in. Down. Last one, breathe in. And down. Feel that into the shoulder blades as well. Last move here before we go up and we get into sun salutation. A little bit of balancing on all fours, and you're going to be on your one set of hands and your one set of knees. So the right leg extends, okay? The foot is flexed, not pointed. Flex it, okay? And the left arm reaches out. So phantom that your hand and foot are still there with support, okay? So I don't want you leaning into the right side in this case. I want you stretching out through the arm and the hand. Pick your belly up, stretch, and flip the palm, make a fist, and curl the elbow and knee in, squeeze, squeeze, and extend. One more time, squeeze, make a fist, squeeze the knee and elbow in, really good. Extend, release, switch sides. The left foot extends, not pointed, reflexing. Right arm. Do not lean into the left side. Neutral. Breathe in. Your belly up. Make a fist flip and squeeze round through the spines. Elbow. Then make a fist flip and squeeze in. Extend and release. Okay? Bring the hips right back towards the heels. Relax here. This is great. If you have a partner at home, then just get them to come behind you and press your hips back like that. Like they'll press your hips back. Feels so good. Such a release. Okay, if you have your blanket, we're going to move the blanket out of the way. Okay, and we're going to come into our downward facing dog. Whoop. So from your hands and knees, spread the fingers, all 10 fingers, pinch into the tips of the fingers, tuck your toes hip distance apart and lift the hips up and massage the heels down in the direction of the mat. They don't have to touch. Have a little bit of softness in the knees, okay, never locking out completely. Little bit of space. Move your hips to the right. Move your hips to the left. You should feel stretched on the whole lateral side.
Thank you, Nora,
Thanks,
Mariam,
Nora.
Nilu, Jill, Lizzie, Shiaz, Ashwin,
To the right.
Ahmed, Rolf, Wallace, Ivan, Chris. Thank you all. Maya, Patrick, Dominique, Carol, Miguel, Voodoo,
We're
Ethan.
gonna slowly walk our hands, or excuse me, our feet towards our hands. Separate the feet a little bit wider than hip distance, okay? Bring your hands around your lower back and work to extend soft knees. So remember, this practice is full body release, but it's attention to the lower back and pelvis. So that if you have tightness or tenderness, this practice is definitely for you.
There's not a lot of men out there in the world that don't have lower back pain. I can't think of any men.
It's all good. Release before we come up. This is one of my favorite moves to do for the lower back. Take your peace fingers around your big toe mounds and bind your thumb around your fingernails. Don't support yourself with your thumbs.
We have
Bind it.
96 viewers watching, Kim.
Nice.
How are you guys all doing today? Enjoying your Sunday morning?
Okay, put your hips back and feel your thigh bones moving deep into the hips, okay? And then what I want you to do is come as far as you can. Remember, attention to posture, entering, being in the posture, and exiting. It all has to be safe. So go as far as you can go. Draw my elbows to the side. You should feel this in your thoracic spine, so the whole back body, okay, through the ribs, up towards the shoulders. Okay. And then pull up on your toes as you sink into your heels. This is gonna give you traction, and then you roll into a fold here. We're gonna do that one more time. So you pull up on the toes, sink into the heels, breathe in, and exhale deep into the belly, elbows to the side. Just go as far as you can go. Breathe in, exhale.
Thanks, J. Dom.
As you inhale, pull up, sink into the heels, and that's the life right there. So you want to feel the opening, you want to feel the traction, space. I'm going to roll all the way up into standing posture.
Oh, on the camera.
Nice and slow, no rush. No rush for the yogi. Okay? Just notice what's going on back there, okay? Bring your feet towards each other, and we're gonna do 3 sun salutations. Then we're gonna move back into our therapy, okay? So this practice isn't super fast, it's not super duper slow, it's attention to the lower back.
It's not in a conventional practice either, it's mostly
It's a therapeutic practice.
therapeutic practice.
Inhale, take your arms up.
And it can be structured based on a person's personal injury, so you could make modifications.
Exhale, fold forwards. Soften the knees if need be.
Or combined with other moves.
Use your hands to help track you. If you need blocks, put your hands on blocks, okay? Relax the head, tip the weight forward. Inhale to your spinal extension, lift the belly up and in. Exhale and fold forward. These are like my favorite type of practices to teach. So thank you for showing up. Right leg comes back, left leg follows, knees come down, and you massage the rib cage down towards the floor. Okay? What I want you to do here is stretch out like someone's pulling your hands and someone's pulling your feet. So you're getting the traction. Want you to walk over to the right side. Keep your hip bones down. You should feel this in the left side. Take a breath in. We're customizing our sun salutation for our therapeutic release today. Inhale through center and exhale through the left side. Keep your hip bones down. Notice my hip bones are down. I'm just moving through the upper body. Getting that twist, getting that release right through the waistline into the back from the front of the pelvis. Keep that traction going. Inhale through center and exhale. Take your hands by your ribs, just a little bit lower than your armpits. Roll your shoulders back, track through the feet, lift up the ribs. Exhale. Take it back, child's pose. Get that traction from back bending. And downward dog for 5 breaths. Nice work. Breathe in. And breathe down into the belly.
Well, thank you, Christina, for following.
Thanks,
and
Christina.
Richard.
Thanks, Richard.
And son Sunan.
Sunan. Thank you.
Terrence and Shawless and Mariam, thank you all very much for following our page.
One more breath here. We're going to walk our feet towards the hands. Come right into your extension. Lift the belly. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, press through the feet and come all the way up. The head is last to rise. Then the arms come up. And exhale with a bit of resistance, like wind is pushing against the arms. Keep your posture. And we'll go do number 2 a little bit differently this time, okay? So before we do number 2, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe. Go for it. Let's go, number 2, inhale.
I love it. You're working on your catch
fold
line?
Forward. Tip the weight forward. Remember, use your hands as traction, okay? Pulling the body towards the thighs. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold, step back with the right leg. Pause. Step back with the left leg. Really get strong through the core and pause. Okay. You're gonna lower down. Okay. Inhale, lifting up slightly. Maybe you wanna go a little bit higher if it's available. If it's not, don't push it. Do this 2 more times. You're gonna exhale, massage the ribs down. Inhale, come up, being the head last to rise. Exhale, come down. 1 more time, friends. Inhale, always checking in with your posture and your alignment. Then exhale. Before we come up, reach your hands behind your back, interlace your hands, and lift up as you roll your shoulders back. Track through your legs and track through your arms. Okay? If you want to lean to the right and lean to the left, you can. If you want to stay stable, neutral, then you can do that too. Options. A couple times. Release the hands. Support yourself to child's pose. Again, getting that traction in the other direction from being in a back bend. And then tucking your toes, downward dog for 5 breaths. So fairly simple, unique practice. Take it with you. If you're not practicing it right now, I highly recommend it. Breath is one of the most important things in your practice when you're stretching, whether you want to call it doing yoga or simply stretching. The breath is the key. It moves you through the posture safely. And you can step your feet towards your hands. Inhale, walk there.
I don't want to go.
Breathe. Exhale, fold.
There we go.
Move around. Inhale, come up. Arms rise. Exhale. Release. Let's go for our third one, and then we'll go into some juicy back release, okay? Inhale, come up. Really track through your feet and your hands. You get that opening. Exhale, fold forward.
Sorry about the audio blip there. I'm not sure why the camera does that once in a while.
Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Step back, right leg. Step back, left leg. Lower down. Inhale. Maybe you want to come into upward dog, or maybe you want to stay in your cobra. I'm going to go upward dog. I'm going to pick it up. Exhale to downward dog, or go child's pose first, and then downward dog. Rolling very precisely. Really listen, tune in. 5 breaths in downward dog. Now before we come up, I want you to lunge your right leg forward. So if you can, either extend your leg out, hover, maybe roll the ankle, or you kick the leg all the way up as high as you can. No pressure, just go as high as you can with freedom. Okay, you should have freedom. If you want to roll the ankle here. Okay. I'm going to bring the leg forward between the hands into a lunge. Drop the back knee down. If you need a cushion under your knee, you go ahead. Okay. I'm going to untuck the toes. You can stay here. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your form, where you're at in the posture. Okay? Or you can come upright. When you come upright, interlace the fingers. Put the hands like a little cuff above the knee, so at the quadricep. And then push the quad away from you. Engage your stomach. Okay. You could be here, monitoring, listening in, or the last is to do a little bit of a back bend. So the hands come behind the head. You open up the elbows. You open up the wings of the chest, and you lean back with a contraction in the abdomen, so you don't sit in your back. And you push through the front heel. Okay, little techniques. So I'm really driving into the front heel. Inhale, come up, and you release. Right leg goes back. Left leg either extends out, maybe roll the ankle, or you can come all the way up, or part way up. Wherever you get to with freedom, okay? Shouldn't be pushing, should be very, very free. So I don't have a lot of effort going on here. I'm using the weight of my body with momentum.
We've got some people watching us on YouTube today, Kimberly.
Hi. Kick your leg between your hands. Drop your back knee. Maybe you want a cushion under your knee. Depends on your knee. Maybe you want to stay here.
Hi, Fabio.
Hello, Fabio.
Or Fabiola.
Fabiola. Wonderful.
John Pierre.
If you want to untuck your toes, come up. Interlace your hands. Make a little cuff.
Oh, and I just unplugged.
And you want to cuff your hands just by the quadricep above the knee and maybe track away. Remember, driving into that heel, okay? Maybe you want to take your hands behind your head, open up the elbows, open up the wings of the chest. Again, driving into that heel, leaning open for a back bend, engaging the abdomen. I'm also using my back foot, like the tops of my toes. I'm really tracking there. I'll wiggle my foot so you can see. So I'm doing traction there and traction in the front. Inhale, release, take it back to your down dog. Take 3 breaths here.
Someone put an angry symbol on your video. Chiong, Vincent, what have we done?
It's okay.
An angry symbol.
It's okay. One
I
more
like
breath.
the love symbols from Yogi Simon Gill and
One more breath.
Radish.
One more breath. Inhale.
ABA.
Exhale deep down into the belly.
Angry symbol though, guys. A little.
Inhale, you're gonna walk your feet towards your hands. And once you get here, I'll turn this way so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so I'm gonna take the feet about hip distance apart, maybe a teensy bit wider, no biggie. Take the left hand with soft knees, left hand, so you go around the right ankle heel, okay? And you're gonna press your right hand into the mat. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling up a little bit on my ankle as I press my right hand down. So I'm getting a traction, like a crisscross traction in the lower back while I engage the belly. So it's not crazy, I'm just pulling and pushing.
Shout out to Downward Dog community and Kayla
Breathe in.
for liking our video.
Thanks, Kayla. And exhale deep down into the belly. Can't express that
Oh,
enough.
and thank you Douglas from Trail and Also Run.
Thanks, Doug. So now your right arm's gonna go, keep the hips neutral, okay? Now your right arm's gonna go up. You can look up if you want to, but you don't have to. Again, so you're getting this traction. Woo! Release it. Hug the elbows, shake it out. Maybe you wanna swing. Don't swing if it doesn't work for you. And switch sides. Right hand cups around the ankle, okay? A little pull up. Left hand spreads and you press down and pull up a little bit as you tip the weight forward. Breathe in. You have to do the breathing. Exhale. We're working in unison here.
Oh, nice to see you as well, Sanji. Thanks
Hi,
for
Sanji. Left arm's going up. Hips are neutral. Okay, we're not leaning and favoring into the side. Neutral. Go up. You can look down or you can look out or up, whatever you want. Breathe in and breathe down into the belly.
I think Nala's a superstar. The picture you took with her, she's got 14,000 views.
That's my baby.
Yeah. No,
Exhale, come down, shake it out. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Roll up. Roll up with like monkey arms. So hopefully the back feels a little bit loosey. Okay. Just gonna wide leg stance it. Oh, my hips click in there. And all I want you to do, hands on the waistline, and just roll slow and listen as you breathe.
Thank you, Shipa.
Thank you, Shipa.
And
Exhale.
Krishna. Bala Krishna.
So we're elaborating like we're moving a hula hoop in slow motion. It's like we're hooping in space. Round. Round and around we go. Softness in the knees. Really listen.
It's pretty cool that Jamie got signed by UFC.
Oh, she's a superstar.
Superhero.
Opposite direction.
Holy.
Do your stretches, Jamie.
Yeah. So that's three fighters from Squamish from the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Club?
Yeah.
From Johnny's club?
Yeah, 2 of the gentlemen and 1 lovely lady. And all the way around. Ooh. Okay. Let's get to some good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, step forward. Okay, all I want you to do is just cycle down. So inhale, come up. Exhale, and fold. You need to bend the knees and support yourself back. Okay. So come down one of my favorite kind of moves here. So you're gonna come down, knees are gonna be bent as far as they can go, okay? You're gonna bring the legs together like sandwich, you know, have yourself as close to your body as you can. You're gonna wrap your arms around your legs, tight as you can, but still having comfort, and you wanna be able to breathe, okay? So have no space if you can. So you're gonna breathe in, hold just for a moment, and then breathe deep down into the belly, okay? You stay where you are, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like, okay? So, you breathe in through your nose, fill up your lungs. Okay, all the breath is up here right now. Hold, and then when you exhale, open up your throat by pressing your tongue down to the bottom of your mouth and keep your lips closed. It goes like this. So all the air goes down into the belly, it gets tight and warm. So you breathe in. Okay, and it should sound like wind in your ears. So where you are here, in your tight little package, you're gonna do that 2 more breaths, okay? Do it for yourself. Get into that lower pelvis, release it. Really get the experience. Up, breathe in. Try to relax. One more time, breathe in.
So we have a fun little post that we did yesterday with a picture of our dog in our garden. And we've been asking everybody, all of our friends, to post pictures of their family in their gardens, and the response has been
We're
amazing.
going to come and lie down now. So take your blanket and fold it up so it's quite puffy, okay? Bring the blanket to the top of your mat where your head's going to be, okay? And then the rest of your body will be down below, okay? So you can optionally have more cushion across your pelvis if you want to, but I'm just going to show you these 3 basic moves that you can do for traction and tension, muscular release in your pelvis, okay? So this is attention to the whole ring, and it will draw the awareness to your lower back, okay?
Thank you, Thomas.
Thanks, Tommy. So lie back with cushioning, okay? Now I need you to work with me here, okay? So listen, if you can't do anything at all for time, you don't have motivation, whatever it is, and you have lower back issues, at least do these 3 moves if you're not gonna do the whole practice, which is totally fine. I mean, you need to move the body regardless. So here they are, this is what it is. Keep the weight driving into the heels, okay? Always, always in the heels, okay? Now, we're not going into a back bend, we're going into a pelvic lift, where we're gonna get traction, release. Traction, release, okay? So we're arcing the spine this way, and we're folding the spine this way. So we're exercising the dimension. So the first one, you inhale. I'm not lifting my chest, just my pelvis. So let that be clear. Shoulder distance apart, or excuse me, hip distance apart. And I want you to track in. Don't let your legs come out. Squeeze in, drive the weight into the heels, and you're gonna lift your hips up, and your butt's gonna be like on fire. Okay, your hamstrings are gonna be on fire, and you're squeezing the bum and lifting the pelvis up. Pelvis. Chest stays down, pelvis is up. So you're gonna do this for 30 seconds. Go to my timer, so we're gonna go for 10 breaths. Breathe in. Keep pushing up. Put the weight in the heels, drop. Full breathing. Work with me here. halfway there. Keep lifting. You got this. I know your butt hurts. Press into the heels. Lift, lift, lift. One more breath in this move. Good work. Slowly, slowly, slowly come down. Whew. Isn't that great? So we only got 2 more moves after this. 10 breaths in each of the moves, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw. What we're gonna do here is since we were up like this in more of a neutral back, okay? Everything was on the same, this was tight, everything was in the same. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw the pelvis down and we're gonna really, really drive the navel in towards the mat, okay? And then what happens here is you're really spreading the bowl of the pelvis in the back. See, the pelvis is designed with a lot of cartilage in it, especially for women, for childbearing. So you should be able to feel that. So your belly's gonna get tight, the weight is in the heels as well, and you're pushing down. Okay, 10 breaths, let's go. It is hard work, I know, but let's get this going. Breathe in. Think of it as a bonus. You get a little ab workout too.
Nervaire, hello.
Try not to be super tense. Fully breathe. Push down. Push the pelvis into the floor. One more breath. Slowly uncontract. Whew, I know it's a lot of work, isn't it? We got one more move. We're gonna do 10 breaths in this move, okay? After we do this move, we'll just release it and then you're on your way, okay? So, first we did this one, okay? Lift, lift, lift. That without leaving the back, so you're lifting, lifting. Then we did drawing down, right? Now, you're gonna keep the weight on the heels. And I want you to arch. Okay, so you're arching. Okay, belly's tight, and you're arching through the spine here. So breathe in, 10 breaths. Weight is in the heels. Keep arching. Stomach firms up. So you're pushing your glutes into the mat. Weight is in the heels. Keep the form.
Thank you, Jerome, Manojo, A. Johnsy, and Pashran. Thank you for following, and Brian, thank you for following.
Thanks, everybody.
And Willie, Isha, Vladimir, Goldie, and Thomas, Shilpa, and Bala Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate that. Do the practice. Two more breaths, friends. You got this. Weight is in the heels. Draw down. Arch, arch.
If you want results, you're going to have to engage. Whether it's the skipping and the fitness, whether it's the stretching through yoga, eating healthy through gardening.
Slowly release. Whew. Maybe untuck your tailbone a little bit there. Okay. Get your blanket right underneath you. Let's unwind this. Let's come into a happy baby pose. Okay. Shoulder blades are on the mat. Okay. Maybe you want to straddle the legs, maybe you don't. Whatever works for you. Draw the knees in.
Kimberly, your video yesterday has reached 11,000 people.
Yay!
So
Thanks, everyone.
hopefully Facebook continues to help us to bring some health and fitness to people.
Just massage side to side. Draw your knees over to the left, arms expand. Pause. Just feel the warmth, the energy, and the release in the pelvis now, in the lower back. Okay. Take a lot of impact in our lives, whether we overuse our bodies or underuse our bodies, and there's no judgment. It's just it is what it is that you do. Okay, but we take a lot of damage over time in the pelvis area. Draw your knees over to the right. Pause.
I think the people like the dogs in the gardens more though, because you're at 14,000 views on your picture of Nala.
Oh, it's just fun.
I know, right?
Animals are great. Let's come back to center, my friends.
It's our family.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in Shavasana and you're gonna stay there. Lengthen your legs down. Bring your arms down, palms face up, let your legs just droop open. Close your eyes, adjust your head, and you be here. I'm gonna sit up and talk just for a brief moment, but you stay here. Nice, calm breath. The deep breathing is done now. We're just coming back to normal, regular respiratory breathing. You stay there. I want to say thank you so much for following. If you haven't followed yet, please do follow our channel, like, share the videos, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So go ahead and do that after your Shavasana, or if you're not doing Shavasana, do it right now. So today's practice was full body release, attention to lower back tension or discomfort, okay, whatever it is, tightness, whatever it is that you feel. So like I said, if anything at all, if you don't have time or you're just not able to do the practice fully, then do those 3 moves that I just showed you at the end, where you're drawing specific attention to releasing the pelvis and the lower back.
And if you have access to a partner, watch our partner release videos.
Yeah, if you have discomfort in your physical body for whatever reason, there is the partner release series of traditional Thai massage that I instruct, and they're not super long videos. They're very informative and helpful, and I teach you exactly what to do in the specific areas of the body with my partner. So it's specific to partner release because we should all be able to have a pain-free life, and we can just do it. We can do it with each other, and that's the beauty and bonus of it, right? You don't even have to leave your home.
And they're very simple moves to learn.
Simple moves, just practice. So with that said, I want to say thank you, thumbs up, like, share, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.
And thank you, Kimberly Walker, for following, and everybody else who followed us today.
Thank you
This
very
week,
much.
you guys really have showed us a lot of inspiration. Almost 300 followers this week, Kim.
Yay.
Everybody's pretty excited about it.
Well, I'm just happy to show up because this is what I do in my life.